few months ago, we reported that the fighting fantasy books were going to be coming from Tin Man Games. The first of these is Blood of the Zombies, and is released just in time for Halloween. This title is very spooky and will fit great for this holiday season, so let's take a look and see how it fits on iOS. The whole experience is presented as a book, so you start on the cover and you click it to start the story. You can pick difficulty levels that will increase or decrease the difficulty of the story. So we can see here that we have 3 levels to pick from. Only 2 are present on this page. We have hardcore, medium, and easy. Generally, I like medium, but you can definitely check out hardcore if you've maybe played these sorts of titles before or just are hardcore yourself. Who knows? You start out by setting up your character by determining how much stamina you have. So you roll 2 dice, and I rolled a lousy 5, which brings my stamina up to 45 for this adventure. And then I start the adventure. The real fun of this game comes from experiencing the story on your own, so I really don't want to show you too much. This is just the opening monologue, and now I'm just going to show you some features without going into too much detail of what's actually going on in the story itself. The game has a bookmark feature, which allows you to save your spot where you have been reading so that you can come back, or you can also use it to cheat so that you can get back to certain situations when you fail and die miserably. That's really up to you. There's an adventure sheet that tracks your stamina, how much health you have left, as well as what you're carrying and what weapon you're using. Currently, I'm barehanded, which is not a great situation, so I should find a better weapon. There's also some basic options that can help you in your play. When you encounter zombies or other villains, you're going to have to do combat. Your combat is shown by your weapon strength. So currently, because I have no weapons, I have 1d6 dice, and I'm -3 from it. Now the dice roll automatically, and I think have a cool animation that creates suspense. So you see that here I am not doing any damage and taking a lot of damage from these 8 or so zombies. It goes on until either I victoriously defeat all of the zombies or I die, which, spoiler alert, I'm going to die in this one. Apart from the main story, you also have some lovely settings that you can adjust here as well as rules, which you won't really need, an art gallery, which is fairly cool. The art gallery features art from the game that you've unlocked. As you know, as I said before, the art is a little gruesome in some places and probably not for kids in every situation. So I would definitely approach with caution if you're thinking of allowing younger children to play this app. As I said, the rules go into some pretty deep detail if you're interested in that sort of thing, but really, you'll learn all that information just by playing. The game really teaches you how to play as you go through. Once you get back to the main menu, you can also select achievements, which you will earn throughout the game. Some of them are pretty funny and kind of gruesome looking as well, but they're pretty interesting and fun to try to see if you can earn them all. And you can also read up on the history of the fighting fantasy books, which is pretty interesting if you are not as familiar with it like I was at the time of starting this review. It is really difficult to find fault with this game. It's really well produced overall and has a lot of great experiences. The book itself is very long, and there are many different paths to take, and so you'll find yourself replaying it, trying to find new paths, new weapons, and better outcomes in the game that don't end in your ultimate demise. It's a very interesting game. I recommend picking it up for sure. It's not perfect in every way, but it definitely is one of the best choose-your-own-adventure type titles on the iOS. And I'm sorry, I mean fighting fantasy, but it definitely is a great type title, and I definitely would recommend picking it up for this Halloween season.